So they might not know it, but they actually do have to block Acolyte. Are you sure about that, opponent? The Godric! No one even plays Godric anymore. People don't even play Godric to the point where they'll just slip up. They'll just slip up. That is lethal, my friend. Nobody plays Godric anymore, and they just misplays to it. Ladies and gentle mages, welcome back to another episode with Mana Man, and today's juicer is going to be mobilized. So it's going to be like Mardu kind of mobilized. What I want to really establish is how Godric is still good. Nobody plays old Godric, and I just absolutely don't understand. I do kind of understand a little bit because Mono Red looks a little different nowadays, but Godric is so good. Let me tell you what, we are in Mardu. So I think previously, I think Sephiroth would have been the best kind of deck with mobilize, obviously, but with whatchamacallit, like Orzhov. I think Orzhov was probably like really good because you have like the Zealot and stuff like that, but personally I think this deck is a little bit better purely for the sideboard. If you're a best of one gamer, which I think most people are, I don't know if this really applies to you, so maybe just like you can just run this if you really like, or you could just go for like more Orzhov stuff. But the reason why we're being in Mardu is because you have access to Abrade. Abrade is just like the best card ever versus Vivi, because you can just go for the Cauldron or the Vivi itself. Most of the time you are just targeting the Cauldron, and that's that. There's really nothing else to go about it. Fire magic, because fire magic you get to hit the Dimir. Dimir has a lot of 1 toughness creatures, so fire magic just takes care of them. And then torch the tower versus the cat. So Dimir gets cleaned up and Vivi gets kind of cleaned up. And honestly, control does fares a little bit better with like the Aven Interrupter. So we have a little bit of cutesy little toys that like maybe Orzhov does. Well, I guess like Interrupter, but you get what I'm saying. A lot of times the Orzhov decks, we have access to certain things that they don't. One of them being Godric. Now you're saying Godric, well, what the Godric going on? Celebration with mobilize. It's pretty easy, right? You just get the celebration with mobilize. You're gonna have like the headliner or voice of victory, and that's basically it. You're literally just gonna get it, and you're gonna get that, and then for all the red. Well, there's only 5 lands in here that do not provide red mana value. So a lot of people, as you'll probably notice, I'm probably going to put that in the obnoxious intro, the Godric. A lot of people just don't even play around it. They don't even care about him. So they can misplay because they're not... No one even plays Godric to the point, like, they literally don't understand it. They can just pump for 1 red. You can just get +1/+0. Now, we're only not running any other dragons with Godric, but you kind of don't really want to. It's basically just going to pump him +1/+0, so... Other than that, you know, you have like the usual suspects here, right? Like Sir Vondam, Voice of Victory, Bloodwitch, Sephiroth, Acolyte. I mean, even maybe Acolyte's even a little cutesy here, but it is really good. The Void is so easy with mobilize, or it actually doesn't really even work with mobilize, but when you're swinging in with the mobilized creatures, you're usually going to get like blocked. So sometimes you do have to kind of like Leroy Jenkins some swings in there, but it's just a really good card, and you know. So let's establish Zurgo. Why do we have Zurgo in here if we have Sephiroth? They don't really go very well together, right? During your end step warrior tokens, this token can't be sacrificed. That's kind of conflicting with Sephiroth, right? Well, the only thing I have is sometimes you don't have a Sephiroth. You're not going to have a Sephiroth in every damn game. If you have Sephiroth and Zurgo, Sephiroth's just better. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like it's not. Zurgo is more fun, I get it. Like, it's fun, you know what I mean? But, like, the good news is you can still run Zurgo and still be kind of competitive. I don't think it's a bad card. It's just that Sephiroth just absolutely is just better. But, oh, wow. Oh. There we go. All right, we're back. Zurgo, like I said, it's still good. You still got mobilize too, and then you're still gonna be able to flood the board here because we do have a lot of mobilize. So going extremely wide isn't necessarily bad. And then if you ever get rid of the whatever the hell Zurgo, then the condition goes away. So yeah, I think I've kind of spent enough time on that. Other than that, you know, we got Cecil, we got Seam Rip, and everything is looking really, really good for Mardu players right now because Sacred Foundry and Godless Shrine with these Verges and even like a Vantage like that. And then like the mana base for Mardu is so uniquely good right now. I don't think there's really much punishment not to be in Mardu. I will say that you need a few mountains just because of the red sources here. If you do like the whole, you know, you pretty much need 14, at least 13 red sources, or any sources for turn 1 play, and then turn 2 is kind of the same thing. So the ratios are a little bit crazy, but ultimately I think that there's no reason to not be in Mardu. And we shout out this little monkey because this monkey is amazing. And I think I'm just kind of rambling on at this point, but yeah, I don't know. Mardu, EOE, mobilize. Oh, shout out to Sunstar Chaplain. That's the last one I wanted to address here. If you know, sometimes you just kind of have 2 or more tapped creatures with mobilized. It's just really easy to get that. So you put a 1/1 counter. We don't have a whole lot of 1/1 counters other than Sir Vondam. Vondam makes this really a lot easier, but other than that, you know, just remove a 1/1 counter and then tap target artifact or creature. It's not like a world beater, but it's a 3/2, and it does give you counters, and if they put out like a big Beza or something, I don't know, or a big life linker, you can just tap it, and it's, you know, I like this card at 2 of, so shout out that. And speaking of shoutouts, let's go and give a shout out to the Mana Rocks. The Mana Rocks are the patrons and YouTube channel members that do help, and Twitch subs, that do help out the channel financially, which means that's the world to me. So thank you to them for all of your support, and thank you for all of your support as well. Make sure to join us in the Discord. Discord's absolutely free to join. I love talking about the new Spider-Man spoilers and whatnot and stuff like that. We also do talk about like Brawl and stuff like that. So if you are like a more Timmy player, Spike player, or whatever the hell, I think I'm kind of in the middle. I kind of lean towards the Spike-ish era. I don't know why I said era. Whatever. Just make sure to join us. You know what I'm saying? Keep in mind that only you can help protect the ether with me, so make sure to leave a like on the video. The button looks just like this. And without further ado, let's get ready to vanquish some enemies. Lord, not Sloth. Soth, how you doing here? Let's go to Mulligan. So Godric, you're talking about Godric, right? The 1RR legendary. I really like, I know it's not doing me very much favors right now. But regarding the Nova Dragon over Godric, I do kind of like Godric because we have a lot of mobilize in the deck. I think I'm going to pitch a Sephiroth, which feels horrible. But it's not that the, whatchamacallit, the 5 CMC Dragon is bad. It's just that it's been done to death. And I've made like 47 decks. I have kind of content creator brain. I'm like, I know I've done this a million times, so I'm going to just Duress, see if we can get rid of like Raise the Past or something. You know they got it. Let's get rid of Raise the Past. If they do tap out, then that's fine. I'm not going to go for a Seam Rip unless they tap out. Obviously, going back to our conversation, the Nova Dragon will be looking pretty damn good right now, right? Honestly, maybe I could run them alongside Godric. I mean, maybe that is an option as well. But I am a pretty big fan of Godric. Maybe it should be... I'm thinking about cutting the Acolyte. If I had to pick something to cut, it would probably be Acolyte. I know this thing gives a 1/1, but I don't want them surveilling. Most love the planets to make Godric good, yeah. What do we do here? What do we do? I guess I'm just gonna put out a frickin' Sephiroth for no reason, so that doesn't feel good. Sephiroth is wonderful when you have mobilize. Corrupted Conviction, that's fine. Get a little pop, a little stop pop in action. So I have a feeling that they're also like we're also Sephiroth decks. Honestly, it should just be Enduring Innocence if we're being honest. I think that's probably the move, right? Actually, I don't even know what's stopping me. That's definitely the move. It's absolutely Enduring Innocence. It's so clear now. No blocks. I don't think so. We'll just chill for now. Ooh, okay. Sephiroth versus Sephiroth. Here we go, right? Okay. So we got Sephiroth versus Elegy Acolyte. Who's gonna win? Guess we gotta shock ourselves in here so that I can go in for Vondam. Godric, this is a lot of life we're paying here. Celebrate time, baby. Oh, yeah. Do I actually swing in with Sephiroth himself is the question. Probably not. No, I don't have any actual mobilize here, so I don't think I swing in with Sephiroth here. Okay. Vondam. This is damn near a mirror match, only I'm splashing red. Yeah, Innocence is good, though. Innocence is real good. Bloodwitch is also very good. Ugh. Wow, swing in. I mean, are we both going to get our Sephiroths off? More or less? J Money, how we doing, my friend? How we doing, my friend? Show the mirror the power of mountains. We are. I am. Hopefully, we show them power of Godric here, but I don't have Voice of Victory, so it's a little yucky. Alright, so your Sephiroth goes off, my Sephiroth goes off, but unfortunately for us, they have Bloodwitch. So I'm thinking here, do I actually just block Sephiroth? Do I actually block their Sephiroth form? I mean, or do we want both? I don't know. I think we're just kind of behind with the Bloodwitch anyway. I'm going to say no, because I don't think we're going to win a race, right? I don't think we're going to win a race with the Bloodwitch out here. So I think if we both go for Sephiroth. The One-Winged Angel anyway. Down to 2. Monkey. We can fly with Godric here. Can't pump him, sadly. I think we're cooked. They just have they just got too much going on, I think. I think their build's a little stronger than ours, huh? I wish I could show them the power of the mountains, but I think we're just, like, underpowered for this, right? I'm cooked. I'm cooked. I got nothing. Yeah, I think I'm cooked here. I'm not really sure what else to do. We got Vigilance, so yeah, I'll block the Bloodwitch then, right? That's just lethal, right? Yeah, you just got it. I don't think there's anything I can do there. Alright, let's show them the power of the mountains, DFM games. Let's show them. Got a little Godric action, a little fire magic action. They can't go for fire magic, I can tell you that. Right, on a double mulligan. You'll love to see it. Got the Gris avatar, too. So there's a Gorehound. Alright, premium fire magic candidate. So now I do a Bloodwitch, which kind of makes things a little awkward. Because do I want to chuck out Bloodwitch? Probably not, if the plan is to fire magic. Nesting bot. Unfortunately for us, they kind of have that going on, but I think, honestly, I might have to just go in for the fire magic, especially if they're going to miss a land drop here. I guess. Could have probably waited and got a little bit more greedy, but I don't know if they're having mana issues here. Do I really care that much? Here's Godric, baby. I mean, not hitting the land there off a double mulligan. That'll be it. Wow, what a scuffed match here, huh? Round 3. Fight. Let's go ahead and keep this. It's not amazing, but Chaplain. Bark, bark. Certainly not amazing. You could probably even convince me I maybe should have molded this. Definitely doesn't have fire magic in my hand, I can tell you that. Got a monkey. Do have a monkey now, don't we? I think it's still the Chaplain here. It's kind of awkward because, I mean, what are we gonna say? Are we really gonna Sephiroth into the Chaplain? Probably not, right? Alright, we'll go Chaplain here, I guess. I don't think I can really go for Percussionist. I think if we just get down Sephiroth, I mean, probably the end of the world, right? Ow. Stock's not very nice, I'll tell you that. Zealot. That is quite bad. Torch. Do I go Percussionist and then Torch? Or do I just go straight in for old Sephiroth? I think we just go in for old Sephiroth, right? I mean, the reason I'm doing this is because if we swing in, presumably if they trade with the Zealot, or if they want to do this now, they're going to have to do this now. Okay, so they're going to do both. That's kind of interesting, though, because now Chaplain's pretty much just, like, free to swing, right? I guess we'll be aggressive, then? Set to bait the removal. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, just chuck out Sephiroth, right? I mean, we don't always have to sack, even though, you know, you'd always prefer to have some mobilize sack out with Sephiroth. It's certainly not bad. Wow, swinging in, huh? No? I don't think so. If you've got the Zealot, double Zealot, I mean, you have the Torch Tower. I really want to save this Torch. Ooh, Fire Magic. Fire Magic! This is why you play Mardu, Sephiroth. Fire Magic? What a cool card! What a fun card. I mean, we can just literally flip Sephiroth right now. I mean, what are they going to do? Zealot? They're going to Zealot themselves. Do I want to go for the Percussionist first? I don't think so, right? We'll go for the Percussionist next. So we'll just Fire Magic, deal 2 damage to each creature. Let's just do it, right? There's 4 creatures on the battlefield. I mean, what are you going to do? Just let it go? You're not even going to Zealot yourself to Surveil? You're just going to let me have Sephiroth? You're just going to let me have the One-Winged Angel. The One-Winged Angel, baby! Let's go. Sacred Foundry into Percussionist. Swing in, Sephiroth, blow up the Percussionist. Mwahahaha! This is why you play Mardu, baby. You got me game 1. You got me game 1, but that Fire Magic is just too good of a sideboard card. Mardu, Sephiroth, that's fine. I don't care. The damage is done, baby. The damage is done. Mwahaha! Alright, let's go Acolyte into... I guess we could go Percussionist. Let's do Percussionist. Let's get a little draw action here, you know? Bam. They want to raise the pass probably if you clear the board. Yeah, I mean, they can definitely raise the pass, can't they? I mean, do they have a Blood Witch? They do have a Blood Witch. Now, the only thing is that I have the emblem, though, right? So what's the plan of action here? Because I have the emblem, you know, I think we're still looking okay, I mean, right? Obviously, that sucks ass, I'm not gonna lie. But we do have the emblem, so... I mean, Blood Witch is their win con, essentially. So I think I just do this now. Let's just chuck this out and see what happens. It's gotta be Blood Witch. So now you'd assume they would just go crazy with their Zealots. But now the Sephiroth does, you know... Wait, they didn't... Wait, what? I thought they would maybe pop the other stuff. Okay, I think we might just, like, have them now, then. I mean, now they don't have any sort of gain, right? And we still have the One-Winged Angel up here? I mean, yeah, we have to swing in here because we have the emblem. Now, I'm really surprised they didn't pop with the Zealot. And they didn't, like, pop, like, the Nesting Bot or the Voice of Vic. Yeah, they're not going to be able to outgain us with the emblem. The One-Winged Angel takes it. Aster, already in Diamond. Wow. Look at you. Look at you, my friend. Authority of the Council. This is kind of rude, huh? That is pretty rude, if you ask me. Instant speed. Yeah, isn't it? Instant speed fire magic is nasty. It really is. Basically a Pyroclasm instant speed, or a end the festivities at instant speed. Jesus, what the hell? All right. Voice of victory, baby. Yeah, take your life. 23, down to 23, baby. That's right. Breaking even. That's the way I like to see it. That's what I like to see, baby. Enduring Innocence. Yeah, that's a card, huh? So now we got Sephiroth. Pretty awesome. Here's the thing. If I go for Sephiroth now, no matter what happens, I think we just have to Voice of Victory here. I kind of screwed up by dropping the Verge. Should drop down one of these lands here. I don't think there's really a point, right? I guess we're netting 1 damage because they have lifelink, right? I guess we're netting 1 damage. I definitely should have gone for Foundry. I was thinking Sephiroth there. Quite the mistake. I really should stop attacking, huh? Double authority. Math is hard sometimes, right? Alright, never mind the misplays. We're gonna fix this up right here. It's not even gonna matter. It's not even gonna matter. We got Sephiroth here. Seam Rep. I know, Div. I just caught that. That was really bad. Anyway. Alright, let's Seam Rep. I guess we could probably Seam Rep one of these things, right? We're going to get it no matter what. We just won't get the card draw. So I think we just swing in here. Yeah, not my finest moment there, huh? Alright, Voice of Victory, sure. I mean, we're going to get the One-Winged Angel out here, so. And as long as we can get that beautiful emblem, do we really care? Not really. Not really. Alright, Sephi. My good friend Sephiroth. You might know him as the Fabled Soldier. I mean, what could we absolutely be scared of here? No get lost, no instant speed removal. Sephiroth, we're going to get our emblem. Life's going to be good. Don't mind that I can't do math. This is how good this deck is, right? Get all the sexy triggers, baby! Really surprised that we didn't run into like a get lost or something. I mean, no instant speed removal at all. I mean, having that emblem for the rest of the game is just huge. We could still lose easily here. There's the get lost. They must have just top decked that, obviously. Because why would you not go, oh, I Voice of Victory, right? Sometimes just using this thing up here is a little difficult. Seam Rip. We gonna hit my Seam Rip? No way, come on. You're gonna hit my Seam Rip, sure. I already have the emblem, though. I already have the mystical emblem of Terabithia. Oh, we got another Sephiroth. Am I gonna get 2 Sephiroths here? Sir Vondam. It don't even matter, baby. Take your authorities. I don't care. Do not care. We're gonna get 2 Sephiroth emblems. I've never gotten 2 emblems before. Never gotten 2 emblems before. Alright, let's take their damage here. Bang, 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 bang. Alright, I've played like absolute crap this game, and guess what? I don't think it's gonna matter here much. Take your life. Yeah, no, we're gonna get 2 emblems here. It doesn't matter if I can't do math, because we've got Sephiroth, baby. Well, that is just not gonna cut it, you know? Not gonna cut it. That'll cut it. I think that'll cut it. That'll Cori still cut it. We can rock with that. I mean, we need a little bit more black and white than anything here. I'll just pay all the life, whatever. I think we can probably get away with the Verge, mostly of all. Unless we top deck into Elegy, right? Because then we need 2 black sources. We'll worry about that when the time comes. I'm just going to go straight in for this Duress. I don't know what you got here. Let's just take a look. The anticipation is killing me. Wow, High Noon, huh? I don't know if High Noon is really that bad. Honestly, is Starcage that bad either? Not really. It's probably just get lost for Sephiroth, I guess. I don't know. I mean, nothing else really hits Sephiroth in a way that I care about, so whatever. High Noon, I mean, I don't love it, but it's not that bad. Alright, here's a Clockwork Percussionist. Starcage doesn't kill my Sephiroth. High Noon #2 doesn't kill my Sephiroth. Do they want to use Starcage just for the monkey? They probably should, right? But they don't. That's fine. Alright, let's just go for our one lonely Sephiroth here. Sure. Fire magic. Alright, so now we're going to start to feel maybe a little bit more of the effects of High Noon. We do have Godric, which gets over the Starcage as well. And during Innocence, we got Torch the Tower. See, yeah, I'm High Nooned up here. This isn't that bad, though. We're just going to go straight for Godric. Swing in. No sacks. No. No sacks. We want to beat some head in. I was really hoping you wouldn't do that. I was really hoping you wouldn't do that. I was really hoping you wouldn't do that. Yeah, I was going to torch on their turn. Yeah, I was really hoping they wouldn't block. It's actually kind of annoying. Good game. Imperator Thrax. Yeah, how you doing here? This looks, I'd say pretty good, right? I think we'll start off with you. Probably could just start off with the Godless Shrine. I don't know why I did that. Misplaying quite a bit today. That's alright. Don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody. Alright, anyway. Review decks to help fix them? Yeah, I actually do. Yeah, for sure. For sure. I would definitely do. I mean, I don't do it a whole lot, but yeah, I definitely do. Bristly Bill. I guess I just seem up. I'm a little bit nervous that we get like stomped out here a little bit, but I'm gonna go for Starting Town just in case I do have to torch the tower. But I do also want to go in for Stadium Headliner. And then we'll go in for our lovely Sephiroth. Can I post a link from Untap? Yeah, I would say you can just post it here. I would say maybe just try and post it in my Discord, so it's a little bit easier for me that way. But if you post a link here on Untapped, I think that also works, right? I guess I've never done it that way, but that's fine. We can do that. I'm sure it'll work, right? Alright, Recruit. They don't really want to block me, right? I don't think they do. Yeah, they're not going to block me, and then we're going to get the One Winged Angel. It's just that easy, baby. If we pop the Headliner, which I'm going to do, so that I can just go right in for the One Winged Angel, it's just basically over. I don't want to say it's over, but it's kind of over, right? We'll pop that just so I can have access to Torch the Tower on maybe like a Tifa or something. I don't really know if that's going to be the vibe here, but... Well, whichever one you prefer. I guess I've never done Untap, but if you can just post an Untapped link in the Discord, it'd probably be... Or in the here. That's fine. Absolute beatdown on Mono Green. Alright, got a lovely Godric, huh? Yeah, we'll keep it. We'll make use of this. I mean, we don't have any removal, but again, I haven't seen... There you go, you asking, you shall receive, huh? I have not seen, like, the Tifa kind of stuff yet, so I'm going to be a little cockier and go for Percussionist. Obviously, I would play a landfall a little bit different. But it seems to not be that, so... Probably would just hold up Torch if I suspected it was like Tifa, Mossborn Hydra, Deck, or whatever the hell. Adam! How we doing here, my friend? How you doing here? We're playing some, I would call it Mardu Mobilize with a little bit of Godric sprinkled in here. Sentinel is just the worst thing I've ever seen. Holy hell, that is so bad for us. My God. Shit. Damn it. Yeah, just got done with MTGO League. Very, very nice. Alpha 1 is scary. DFM. I probably should have just torched it instead. Now I shall reap what I sow, huh? Alright, I kind of already committed to it. Let you have your elf. Let you have it. How'd your MTG only go? I haven't played Magic the Gathering online such a long time. How's the economy on there, I wonder? How's the economy on there? It's like, I know they have like tickets, right? It's been so long since I played that. But I hope it went well. I hope your league went well, whatever it was. Genomorph Imago. This card's fun. So this is just like the Simic pumpage stuff, huh? I'll let you have it, I suppose. I could chump block here, but... should I chump block here? I guess Godric is kind of dead as a doorknob. I also would like to torch to bargain, so maybe not. We'll say no then. 4-1 Mardu mid-range. Very nice. Hey, I'm also playing Mardu. What format? Sir Vondam. Alright, if we do this, I guess we can torch the Imago. Yeah, I guess that's realistically my only play here, right? Yeah, the sorcery speed, kind of nasty. If they've got like a... I don't think they'd be running like a Snakeskin Veil or something like that, but if they are, well... pretty cooked. I think we're kind of okay here, right? We got 13 life. Imago should be going bye-bye. Cecil on the back end. We have until our next turn. I don't think I'd even play Percussionist if it wasn't for that. The end of her next turn. They really have a Snakeskin Veil? That's pretty bad. I'll say, I don't know why they're slow rolling. If you have a Snakeskin Veil, there's no way you're not doing that right there, right? Alright, I think we're like looking relatively okay here. I say that with not a ton of confidence, but I don't have a whole lot of experience playing against Simic here. Sentinel with the Innkeeper's Talent. Do they have the Ouroboros, I wonder? Simic is... yeah, Simic has been more popular. What is this? Oh, this is the station line here. Okay. Yeah, Simic with the Imago, I've definitely seen a lot more. I'm going to take this. Yeah, I can't block. No way. No way. We do also have Cecil coming next turn. Ow. Yeah, it's got to be Ouroboros. That card is like the Green Shelly. I call it the Green Shelly. Gotta go Cecil, and then, I mean, go Godric is fun, because we have the celebration, but... don't know if Celebration's that good or now. We're kind of on the back end here. Kind of on our back foot. Kind of expecting a counterspell here, but... oh, no. Oh, alright. The problem with Godric right now is, you know, I love Godric, especially in a mobilize deck. I think Godric is pretty damn good, but... if we're kind of getting beat down here... do have a Cecil and a Bloodwitch. I think we can actually take one more turn. It's a little risky, but... we do also have Sir Vondam. They gotta have some sort of interaction here. At least... maybe a Floodmaw or something. And they're really holding up priority here. Maybe just some intimidation tactics. I don't know what they have to hold up priority though. It's gotta be like just a Flood Maul then, right? And now they're shocking that in, so the Neuralists are 2 Flood Maul, 2 bounce off? Oh, bounce off, yeah, because bounce off can hit bounce your own creatures, right? That's the whole thing, right? Alright, I don't know if we were really in a good position to like race here. I mean, we have Cecil. That 3 mana and they didn't maps. Yeah, right. This is really good with mobilize too. Mothers. Oh, who? Mother Sothera. Who's that? Alright, Cecil's kind of annoying, though. I'm not gonna lie. This is actually really not what I want to see here. Ugh. We can just seam rip it, so maybe not. But I'm just wondering what are they doing here? They're really like playing a lot, like super meticulously, and then they also shock themselves in, but they're also like not doing anything. Okay. Okay. I think I have to take the trade here, sadly, but I mean. Sothera Super Void. I don't even know what that is. What the hell is that? I'm not offhand. I know. I would say 98% of cards in standard, but that one does not ring a bell. Is that like a 4-drop enchantment from EOE or something like that? When creatures. Oh, okay. I think I know what that is. I cannot stop flooding with. I can never stop flooding with Goddric out. It's so sad, man. Ugh. Maybe we should be running less lands, but I don't know. Nevertheless, I'm going straight for Seamrith on Cecil. I guess I could probably go for talent, huh? Nah, I'm just gonna go for Cecil. You got Death Touch. Let's just not be cute here, huh? Yeah, I guess we'll just try and race then, I guess. I would love to go in for a little celebration action with Godric, but... Oh, Seth. Okay, that makes... Yeah, I got you. You gotta have some open mana here. You're doing something. Like, you didn't go for map tokens. Yeah, you gotta have something here. Flash, a Drowner. And it can't be a Drowner, because you would have done that before my combat. There's no way just chumping, right? Is that chump block? I mean, okay. Flood Maw. Alright, that doesn't do anything for you, though, right? Yeah, I mean... For 0, I guess you could copy a fish, right? Or how does this actually work? Hold on. So blah 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 comes back. You may have it enter as a copy. It's just gonna be the actual bird then, right? Or a fish. So a 1/1 essentially. Sure. Does they have these map tokens? So I don't want to say they have nothing. And they do have the City Keeper's talent. So if they map, they actually get double the things. I may have a seam rip, so I'm not too worried. So they didn't even crack these map tokens. That's fine, I guess. 3/3 fish. And we got a monkey! Let's go. No, auto tapper. No. We want to make sure we have all of our red for our lovely Godric. So we're going to seam rip. I don't even know if I need to do this, though, right? Because we can just go for this. And we're just going to go in for the Clockwork Percussionist and go for the celebration here. And then Godric's going to pump up. Here we go. Dirty Bum Rat. What a name. What a name. I think I probably have to mulligan this. It's just not have enough gas, I don't think. It's okay. I don't know. It's alright. We'll make do with this. Hopefully these torches are good. Ooh, they might be. We might be in luck there, huh? So I do have to shock myself in for this. Don't really care much. Because they are playing red, I'll just pop them now. The only way I'm really disappointed by this is if they go for Emberheart Challenger on turn 2, and then we should obviously just torch that, but... Magebane? Magebane? It should be okay. Main decked Magebane Lizard. Wow. Oh, what the hell is this thing? I forgot what this does. I've seen this in drafts, but I've never actually seen it in standard. I forgot what it does. Wait, why'd you warp that? Whenever another creature artifact, yeah, it just deals 1. So why'd you do that? Alright, interesting. Well, you can't do anything on my turn, so we just go for Voice of Victory. And we're going to get a little bit of life gain, which feels amazing. Wow, that was kind of weird, though. Yeah, I've definitely seen this in drafts, but in Standard? No, I haven't seen anything yet. They just kind of warped it for fun. Alright, so here you are. The real deal this time. And you know what? I don't really care that much. We're going to have to go in for a little Torch the Tower action, so... No, no, no. Why would I do this? Look at this. Why are you highlighting... No, why are you doing that? Bad auto tapper. We need double red. Alright, so let's swing in. So we can torch you. We will take a little bit of a hit with our little Mage Bane Lizard, but... The anti-PV tech? Yeah, for sure. Don't need that. So as long as I don't have Screaming Nemesis to shut off my life gain, we're chilling. We're big chilling here, huh? Into a headliner. I don't know, that was really dumb of them, though. We even shocked ourselves in with the Godless Shrine. And it was like, nah. Auto tapper. I'm getting good at finding auto tapper. Shocking Sharpshooter. So this is definitely a more ETB Bernie type deck, right? I might as well Duress. I might be just taking 1 damage from Mage Bane Lizard for no reason. It is. Alright. Be that as it may. I don't know. I think we're still just kind of chilling, to be honest. I mean, they can't kill me here. I could swing with the headliner, pop the Sharpshooter. They might put out a bigger threat, though. You know what I mean? So I think I play a little bit more passively this way. It is a little passive, right? Like, but if I know they have nothing here, I mean, we can wait for the headliner, because otherwise we just pop the headliner on something, but... Let's say they give me a Sunspine Lynx or something. I'd rather use the headliner on that. Because right now we're not really in any danger. Sure. I think I'll go in for this. I kind of was thinking about this for my deck, honestly. I am running the Cori Steel Mountain thingy. But not this thing. This is pretty good in my deck, but I feel like it's a little clunky and slow. Maybe I should throw one of them. I think the mana base is a little awkward as well. I don't think they're in any position to race me, so like this is fine. And you have to sacrifice them at the beginning of the next end step, so... That is fun. Kaflowy. Godric! Let's go! I absolutely love Godric. Here comes out Godric to play, and we're going to get a little celebration time. Swing all, baby. It's time to celebrate with Godric. 2 Blood Witches with Godric. I haven't done the math, but as we know, math is for blockers, and it just doesn't matter. Didn't even need the Blood Witch triggers. Godric. Nice little pepper on top, huh? Alright, that was pretty clean. Let's try it out again. Authority of the Councils as an aggro deck? That's kind of wild, huh? Be that as it may, we still have our pretty solid curve here. I mean, Authority of the Councils feels a little strange. But maybe they know something I do not. Blood Witch. Easy money, baby. Blood Witch. I think we're, yeah, I mean, we're netting, this is still plus EV, right? Unless they've got Lightning Helix or something. Ooh, okay. Ooh, I did not see that coming. I'm not gonna lie, I did not see that coming at all. Ooh. Okay, that's at least, you know, something that kind of scares me a little bit. Okay. War Leader's Call? Yeah, okay, okay. Is War Leader Call is what the slide's a one of. I have played War Leader's Call. I personally don't think so. I mean, you can. It's definitely not bad. I don't know, like, I'm not gonna say, I'll say yes. It's just not in this deck, I guess. I certainly could. Probably over like Zurgo. I mean, we have a couple like flex spots. I definitely could. I do kind of like War Leader's Call and kind of more like what they're doing. But like with all the mobilize, yeah, I mean I definitely could. Alright. Ardent. Oh man. Okay, I'm getting a little nervous here. So they'd only warp this in though, and then we have to worry about Arabella. I think I just have to Sephiroth and actually blow up one of the Blood Witches. I mean, what else do we do here? Go Headliner. No. Percussionist Torch. That doesn't do anything with the 4 toughness, so I think it's actually just Sephiroth and pop a Blood Witch. Doesn't feel great, but yeah, it's not great. Sure. Certainly wish I could snag a land here. There's the Ardent. Okay, I kind of want to see this deck cook a little bit. Frontline Rush, yo! Okay, okay. Ow, 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 ow. And then they have Arabella. Hit me for 4. Jeez, oh Pete's. Okay, okay, okay. I think we might just be dead to Arabella. Hold on. Is there any way is there a way we just don't die to Arabella? I mean, we have access to double torch now. I think it's our only way to win, right? Or at least stay alive. And I do have the Sacred Foundry. Actually, no, I don't, because this will activate this Verge. So actually, I do have 3 red sources right now. Alright, we got all the red sources now, right? I don't think they're running any sort of protection here, right? I probably should have done that Foundry. That was dumb. Another creature, so we're getting 2 to my noggin here. Yeah, I should have gone in for the Sacred Foundry. That was really dumb, huh? Wait, I just let the torch go. I keep punting games, and it doesn't feel good because why am I literally so stupid? All right, so round 3 fight. Let's not punt this time. All right, well, we're locked in. You win that first game, sometimes you get a little lackadaisical, right? We're locked in now. We're locked in. Speaking of locking in, I think I am just going to commit to the Foundry. Yep, we're going to pay that 2 life, but you know what? Last game, Sacred Foundry should not have shocked in. This one, I think we should. I think we're good to shock ourselves in this time, right? Let's go for it, baby. Mobilize! Into Sir Vondam. Now we're gaining life. Now we're looking good here, huh? Content is right. We're just pressing the content, DFM. That's all we're doing. That's all we're doing. Authority of the Councils. So do I go for Seam Rip here? Probably. Why? Hold on. Am I missing something? Why are they doing that? Is there something I'm missing? Why are they I mean, I played so bad last game, I can't talk too much crap, but why are they doing that? I'm just confused. Like, I mean, there's no benefit from warping, right? I don't think. I mean, I kind of like this card. It's kind of cool, but I just don't... Why are they warping it? You could just warp it later or just hard cast it for 3 anyway. I guess they're worried about intimidation tactics or something. Shock into Authority. There's another one. Sure. Into Arabella. Well, I guess we might as well get this Bloodwitch down. So that we can go in for the headliner. We'll get a little extra poppage. And you already know what we're doing, baby. Mobilize! Yeah, we're looking pretty damn good here, I'd say. I mean, we're going to be at like 25 life before they even put any sort of threat out here. Voice of Victory. I think so. Come on. Bang, bang, bang. I mean, that's looking like a pretty good clobbering to me. But they could have Dave Judgment or something. There's the O'Hare. Yeah, I mean, hey, it's good to see you. It's a little slow on the draw, but good to see you nevertheless. This seems okay. I'm gonna keep it, but yeah, it seems okay, right? The world's most okayest hand. Alright, let's see what we got here. I do like the Elegy Acolyte. I'm not so sold on this yet. I think everything else in the deck is pretty good. The Elegy Acolyte is a little... Oh no, yeah. It's obviously just a really good card in general. Is it good for this deck? That's where I'm struggling on it a little bit. Alright, Sacred Foundry can like get untapped anytime, so I think I Seam Rip the Seam Rip, right? Seam Rip the Seam Rip, because next turn we go in for Godric. Godric is really good with Mobilize. I have not seen Godric ever, basically. Feels like ever. But Mobilize with Stadium Headliner, very good. We still can go in for the Acolyte, so I can't imagine that something's not happening here with instant removal. Get lost! Oh! Boo! Alright, well, Godric still got haste, and we still have the celebration because we got the map tokens, so it's time to celebrate with Godric. That's right, I still love you, Godric. Everyone else has forgotten about Godric. Not me. Not me, I'm still a fan, my friend. Ketramos, huh? Well, I'm going in for the Verge, because you can't block. You cannot block, and we're going to get a little damage in here. Oh yeah, baby. Monkey. So, Void and Celebration. We've got the tools to kind of make both go off, I think. If you actually seems fair compared to... Yeah, I would, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that statement. I mean, the only thing nice I'll say about Vivi is that it's not Cori. I would rather play against Vivi than Cori Steelcutter. That's about all I got for that one. All right, Beza. Well, this sucks. Why did I type that into crappy land? Because now I can't go in for Godric? This sucks. Oh, this is not good. I guess it has to be Acolyte then, right? We have 2 shots at the map token. That doesn't do a whole lot, right? I guess not. No. I guess I go Clockwork Percussionist here. I kind of would like to save it for the Godric Celebration. Kind of, yeah, really kind of awkward here, huh? We at least get our light. Well, I don't really care about the life link, but I do care about drawing cards. And then the Clockwork Percussionist goes off. We got the Sephiroth. Problem is with the Sephiroth. Now what do we crack with the Sephiroth? Now it is worth noting with the Percussionist, we can do it until the end of our next turn. So I don't have to do this right now. We can go in for a Duress map, and then Cori Mountain thingy. That's fine. I guess we'll put on Godric then. Starting town, ew! We have a lot of red, but I think it's fine. Alright, got Void. Okay, kind of awkward and clunky there, but... Simic Green Shell. Is that the... Simic Green Shell. Is the Green Shell the big turtle thing? You've never lost a VV Outpace and Floodmaw the shell. Yeah, Floodmaw is actually low-key pretty good, right? Flowball's actually good because you can just whatchamacallit. Even if they get the VV Cauldron, if you bounce it, they still lose out on the exiled VV. So I like that for sure. Alright, I'm gonna pay I haven't even done the math. We're gonna pay for the Foundry. Percussionist. The only thing they can do is draw here. There's no tricks. Silly kids, tricks are for Godric. Alright, Sephiroth, the celebration has come out to play. I guess it might as well be Percussionist, right? And the Godric we can pump to the high heavens. Ooh, Vondam. Yeah, we can't cast you, but we have until the end of our next turn, right? So they might not know it, but they actually do have to block Acolyte. They could get cute and block the robot. Are you sure about that, opponent? The Godric! No one even plays Godric anymore. People don't even play Godric to the point where they'll just slip up. They'll just slip up. That is lethal, my friend. Nobody plays Godric anymore, and they just misplays to it.